Alrighty, so I would like to have a quick discussion on the Fisher-Price Ocean Wonders aquarium. It's a little aquarium that you attach inside the crib, and it does a couple of different things, and I really like it. And one of the features I really like about it is that it comes with a remote control that you can hang off of your baby's bedroom door so that you don't have to go back in, disrupt them if they're kind of in between sleep and awake. You don't have to disrupt them to turn the music back on. It runs for about 20 minutes and then shuts off. So you can use this right from the door and turn it back on without the baby being the wiser that you were even in there or open the door at all. And I'm just going to show you, I really like this. It's got about 15 different sounds that it makes. They range from like white noise to actual music and little lullabies. The one that Lucy really likes is the sound of ocean waves, and it moves from ocean waves to like a trickling brook, but you can do ocean waves on its own or the brook on its own. But I find it just transitions into the brook at the right time when she's starting to fall asleep. So I'm just going to turn around here. If you can see that. So this is the Ocean Wonders aquarium. So you've got your main start button there. There's 3 settings. You can have it either off completely and just playing the sound like that. You can have the lights on and playing the sound. I don't know if you can hear the waves there. Or you can have the little fishy move with the little bubbles. There's a little crab that comes out from behind the seaweed. Seaweed moves, and there's another little fish up in this corner here. And I think it's super cute. I have to say, Lucy watches it like a hawk. She loves that little fish. One problem I did have, this is my 3rd one that I've been on now, and I'll tell you about it in a sec. But the way the fish moves is, not sure if you guys can see here, but in behind the fishtail there's a little piston that pushes that fishtail out. So the first one I had, the problem that I had with it was the remote control stopped working, and I know the batteries were good on it. And also when I moved it over to the option where the fish moves, it would shut the machine off completely. It's almost like that setting didn't work anymore, like the button was stuck in between. And so I returned it to Toys R Us, and I was within my 45 days or whatever it is that they allow you to do returns. Then the second one that I got, that little piston that pushes the tail, it was making a really bad clicking sound. So it was like it would wave through the body, and then it would be like click, click, click. And I could hear that sucker going over the baby comm, and I thought that she was stirring. So I'd come in here and she's dead asleep, and this damn fish is just clicking away, driving me nuts. So I trotted on back to Toys R Us and returned it. And while I was there, there were 2 more on the shelf, and I got them to open them and try them for me before I left with one. And it's a good thing I did, because the first one we opened, sure enough, made that damn clicking sound again, which is driving me nuts. Like, I'm one of those people, I can't even sleep with a ticking clock in the room. Just drives me crazy. So the other one that we opened is this one here, and it does not have that problem. So I have to say, even though I did have a little bit of trouble finding one that was working properly, everybody says that they really don't have trouble with them. It just must be me or the batch that they're all out of for Toys R Us at this time. So I called Fisher-Price just to let them know about the problems I was having with their product. And I told them, you know, I did already exchange it again at Toys R Us, and I did get a new one, and this one seems to be working right now. But I said, like, this is my 3rd one that I've gone through, and I just want you guys to know that there's obviously a defect in some of them. Anyway, you know what that company did? They turned around and sent me a coupon for $65 towards another Fisher-Price product, even though I'd already gotten a new one. They're like, oh, we're sorry for your inconvenience. And, you know, I wasn't calling to complain. I was calling to let them know there's a problem with the product. And even that other one at not at Fisher Price, at Toys R Us that we opened to see if it was going to work or not, they're going to have to send it back to Fisher Price. It's got to go right back to the manufacturer, and they can't even sell it because it's defective. And when you try them in store, the little demo mode they're on does not move the fish, so you really have to open it and switch that setting on. However, the people at Toys R Us are great. They don't mind opening the package for you. It's really not a problem. The ladies there are great. I really like it. Even though I did have trouble with it, I'm really impressed with the company for wanting to just send me a coupon, even though I already got a new aquarium. But Lucy really likes it. I find it pretty amusing. Like I said, there's about 15 different songs. So right now it's got the little waves going. Let me just change it. So there's the Babbling Brook. And you can turn the volume low, medium, or high. There's high. So anyway, there it is. I just put it back to the setting. So basically it just loops through once you pick the one that you want it on, whether you use the remote control to turn it on or the actual big button on the device. It'll just go back to the last song that you had it on, which is really convenient because that means I don't have to flip through it every time. And sometimes, like if I'm putting her in her crib, just, you know, while I'm hopping in the tub for a minute, like the small moments piece that I get, I'll put it on with some music versus her sleepy sound because she's probably not ready for a nap. I just need to get in the shower. So it's pretty awesome, really. I mean, I put it so that her head is closest to the machine, and she'll sit there and she'll look around at the lights and the fish moving, and she's watching it, and it's a great little product. Retail for about $55. I think it's $54.99 at Toys R Us. However, I did get mine on sale. They had a sale a couple weeks ago. I suppose it's last month now. Last month for, I think I got it for $34.97, I think it was. Anyway, they do go back on sale, and it's something to watch for. I know that there is another one on the market. I think it's Baby Einstein that makes it. And I did try that one in store while I was there looking at them, and I just really wasn't impressed. Like, you spend more money on it, and it didn't really have any extra benefits, I would say, for the amount of money that you spent on it. And I was pretty content with the little aquarium and the little fish. Another thing that's out there is it's almost like a bed buddy that lights up on the ceiling. I've got Winnie the Pooh one here, and it lights up, and you can see there's like a Mickey Mouse shape right there. It lights up stars and a moon on the ceiling. It doesn't play any music or anything. It's just an extra little night light. And so these buddies that they have there, I think they're Baby Einstein as well. They're about $85, $90, somewhere around there. And what they have is they actually have lullabies, so there's a voice that sings them. However, the one extra feature that you really do pay for with that, it's not something that goes in the crib. It stays, you know, on the floor. However, if it hears any noise coming from the baby or any stirring, it automatically starts back up. So really, that's what you're paying the extra money for with that product, is just the baby starts to move around, you can hear them fuss a little or whimper, and then all of a sudden the music turns back on to hopefully lull them back to sleep. I really feel like that's a lot of extra money for one extra feature, and the baby can't even look at it in the crib. So I opted to go with the Ocean Wonders from Fisher Price. I paid $35 for it. Regular price is about $55, and I'm really happy with it. Even though I had problems with it, I was really happy with the service I got at Toys R Us those days, and I was really impressed with the company when I called them. And Lucy likes it, I find it easy, and I really love the remote control. Super convenient. So it runs for 20 minutes. I know, say I'm going to cook supper, I know partway through, she's probably just getting to that threshold where she's fallen asleep and could wake up, and I'll just come to the door and click, click, and there goes another 20 minutes. And then by the time I come back in to peek on her, whew, she's out like a light. So totally worth the money. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. And the only reason why it's getting 4 is just because I had some trouble with them not working. But when they function, and it seems like I must have just got a bad batch. Really, it does, because this one seems to be working fine, and the first one worked fine for quite a while. So I'm hoping it's just a bad batch, but I love this product. Super awesome come bedtime, and really convenient to preoccupy your child when you need to get stuff done. Sorry, I need to shower. I can't be a stinky mom. Gotta get in the shower. Lucy, in your crib you go. Give me 10 minutes. You can watch this. You can listen to the music. It's all fun and giggles. Sometimes I'll run her mobile at the same time. And she is preoccupied, and I don't have to worry about a thing. So, food for thought if you're looking to purchase something for inside the crib or a white noise machine. This really takes on a white noise machine and a music machine and a lights display toy all in one with a remote control. Let's reiterate that. There's a remote control. So I would say don't go out and spend your money on just a white noise machine on its own, and invest in one of these suckers. They're going to last you a real long time. The kids will use them when they're toddlers, and sometimes when they're toddlers they'll move out of the phase where they need a white noise machine, but this thing will still provide some entertainment, and the light show and the little fish, and it's definitely worth your money over a white noise machine alone. Anyway, have a great day, guys.